There were some moments when I would pull up to Orange Theory. This is a true story, but I feel like I'm in a safe place. And I would say, not today. I mean, I'm dressed up, I've dropped the kids off, I'm sitting outside, I'm clocked in, but because I need to know what's going to happen when I go. Today I'm not in the mood for a surprise. This is not find myself on Twitter trying to Google what is the workout today. If I'm going to be on the row machine for 12 minutes, I'm going to the donut shop, which I really need deliverance. Because it's not enough to not work out. Now you got to go eat donuts and not work out, which don't have nothing to do with my sermon. It's a holy place, and I just felt like I should confess that there are moments where I don't care that it's going to make me better. I just can't pick myself up or convince myself to walk into a circumstance without knowing what's going to happen. I can't afford to not know. I can't afford to live vulnerably. I can't afford to open up. I can't afford to take a chance because I cannot afford to walk away with another heartbreak. I cannot afford to walk away with another pull, another stretch, another tear. There are some moments in our life where we just cannot afford to not know. It's hard to love a life that you don't trust anymore. When I don't trust life anymore, it's difficult for me to show up, and I cannot help but imagine that when we find Ruth in the text, that she's trying to pick up the pieces from a life that is difficult to love. She left her religion. She found someone who she could be in it with. Now that person is gone. The person who made it worth leaving her culture, leaving her society, changing the way that she showed up. Now that person is gone, and she's trying to rebuild and redefine her life. And it is very difficult to rebuild, redefine, and love your life in the middle of it. Maybe that's why some of us are struggling. Because if you're like me, you found yourself in a season where you recognize that this chapter of my life is called the rebuilding. This chapter of my life is called the redefining. And because I don't know what it is becoming, it's difficult for me to love it because I'm afraid of what I'm going to lose in the process. I don't know who I'm going to be on the other side of this. I don't know if I'm still going to have the same joy. I don't know if I'm going to survive with the same openness. I don't know if I'll still have the same creativity, but I'm allowing myself to go through the redefining anyway, because obedience is better than sacrifice, or maybe obedience is sacrifice because I have to give up my comfort zone in order to be obedient. And sometimes in church, we make obedience seem like you can do it with confidence, but the truth is, sometimes obedience is sacrifice.